For decades, one man has wielded extraordinary power in Britain.
Murdoch had had this complete control of the Parliament, the government, and even, I'm sorry to say, the police.
Now a murdered schoolgirl threatens to destroy his power, after the News of the World was forced to admit that it hacked into her voicemail and deleted messages.
He spent 4 years as News of the World editor, but Andy Coulson has always denied that he knew anything about phone hacking. Today he'll be asked again by police if he knew or was involved in listening to private messages. The Prime Minister's association with Andy Coulson could now prove critical. Downing Street will be hoping the former newspaper editor's story stands up to further scrutiny today.
A battle for privacy in a world where information is given at the click of a button. A famous footballer tries to gag the press, but reckons without the power of the internet. So, are super injunctions dead in the water? And how can the law control the social media? More than 2 weeks ago, an anonymous Twitter user posted details of celebrity injunctions in defiance of the law, but apparently beyond its reach. The information, not all of it accurate, was spread quickly online by thousands of users, further frustrating traditional media who could only report developments without naming names. 2 professional footballers have now sought court orders against the US-based site.
Our top story tonight, how internet abuse has disgusted the family of a teenager with Down syndrome.
The mother of Heidi Crowther today appealed to so-called internet trollers to stop posting sick and offensive messages about her daughter. Pictures of Heidi were copied from a parent support group website without permission.
They were then posted on other Facebook pages where users are invited to mock young people with disabilities.
Gentlemen, welcome to the amazing media circus! Alright, not you or you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a show for you tonight. We have secrets revealed and lifestyles of the rich and shameless. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we will reveal the puppet master who is really pulling all the strings. But first, the news.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When moments earlier I told you that you would be able to select the order of scenes in this show, I in no way meant that to suggest that you would be deciding how the news is reported to you. However, I have been informed by our corporate ownership that now that Air News is the people's news, you will be deciding how you receive your news as well. And so, for your first story tonight, you may choose from among the following 3 stories. 1. Phone hacking crisis brings news to its knees. 2. Book murder will not be blocked. Or 3. Celebrity scandal. Please choose now. You've got to be kidding. I mean,
I said to them, people are morons. They're going to pick celebrity crap. And wouldn't you know it, that's exactly what you did.
you don't even deserve the news. I'm done with this crap.
Good evening and welcome to Celebrity Life where we tell you the stories you want to hear. On this week's episode, we look at the rise and fall of movie sensation Miss Diva. She went from strength to strength, climbing the tinsel-wrapped ladder to stardom, starting off small in her first extra role. Then on to her first role in a B-list movie. And then got a lead role in Lord of the Philosopher's Jedi. Everybody loved her. After her sensational performance came the culmination of her career, an Academy Award. Unfortunately for our star, this pinnacle moment also acted as a tipping point. Everyone was talking about her. It's a shame that not all of it was good.
She has so much talent, she's gonna be really famous.
No, I've seen way better. What are you talking about? She's amazing.
Nah, she's getting way too big for her boots.
She's okay. I'm not saying she's amazing, but she's okay.
With the insults came the eating.
My God, she's fat.
I know, right?
And Sal found herself pushed into a world of drugs and binge drinking.
She is such a bloody alcoholic.
I preferred her when she had a septum.
And then crash!
She really has piled on the pounds.
Do you remember when she used to be pretty?
Lesbian!
Should she just kill herself?
She really has piled on pounds. 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 Lesbian! Lesbian! She really has piled on pounds. Lesbian!
Hey, what are you up to?
Nothing. Just emails and Facebook and stuff. There's a lot of really horrible stuff being said. Are you okay?
Yeah, well, at least about some people I can count on.
You always have your friends. Where's Kurt? What the hell are you doing?
I'm not going back out there.
Yes, you are. Go back out there and do what I tell you.
Those people are complete morons. It's not even worth telling them to do.
Yes, they're morons, but the morons that pay your salary, so you'll go out there and do whatever those morons tell you to do.
I don't care. I'm not going out there.
Okay, fine. You can read your phone hacking story. What about that?
All right, then. Fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and the network, I would like to apologize if I said anything untoward a little earlier. I didn't mean any of it. You seem like wonderful people, really. And now, we have a very important story for you, a real news story, if that's all right. The government announced today that Air News is in no way responsible for any misconduct stemming from the phone hacking scandal. And at all times, it behaved ethically That was not the story we wrote.
Just read the cards.
But the story we wrote said the exact opposite. That it had been proven that Air News was involved. We did a story, ladies and gentlemen, that's extremely important, that demonstrated Air News' Laura! Laura, go! Tell the story! Go with the story,
Laura! Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just get this story for you. Okay. The phone hacking scandal first came to light in 2005 when it was confirmed high-profile newspaper, The News of the World, and other subsidiary newspapers of News International had been tapping phone lines and bribing police for information. Investigations into the case confirmed that the scandal was limited to celebrities, politicians, and even members of the royal family. Despite this shocking revelation, further controversy still arose as it was discovered that the phones of murdered schoolgirl Millie Dowler, relatives of deceased soldiers and victims of the 7/7 bombings, had also been hacked. Air News claimed to have no responsibility in the scandal. However, it was later discovered to have been engineered by CEO Hubert Furlock. Despite his blatant involvement in the actions, no further action was taken, and Hubert Furlock still remains CEO. Mr. Furlock was unavailable for questioning. However, independent reports and the allegations unearthed the harrowing facts that even members of the public were victims of, what is now widely referred to as the hit-and-miss hacking, where their phones were tapped in the hope of passing comments that would lead to a story. Whilst the controversy continues to manifest itself, opinion seems to be polemic, with very demanding a right to privacy, whilst others believe it to have become a moot point, as the core of the scandal is fundamentally belief for the Freedom of the Information Act. But we here at Air News did some investigating of our own and revealed private conversations to members of the public. Now, sorry, your friend here, do you know that actually she's been taking drugs for the past year and hasn't told anyone? Yeah, didn't think so. Yeah, we know. Hi, sorry, do you know that your partner's actually been pregnant for a couple of months and hasn't told you anything about it? But we know this, so, very happy. Let's see who else that we've had information from. Yes, yeah. Yeah, do you know your best friend's actually been taking drugs as well for the past 6 months and hasn't told anyone about it? This, ladies and gentlemen, is fact. Real fact that we know due to phone hacking scandal. Now, I have 2 people who are joining me, which would be Mr. Phillips and Miss Houlihan, and they will be giving their opinions on the phone hacking scandal. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Mr. Phillips, what is your view on the phone hacking scandal?
I personally think the phone hacking scandal is an absolute disgrace. It is an invasion of the privacy of the general public, and I think those responsible should be held accountable for the crime, like any criminal would be.
Thank you very much. And the same question to you.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't even deserve to be called a scandal. If people have nothing to hide, then they have nothing to worry about. And if they do have something to hide, we'll find out about it.
Thank you very much. Now, due to the WikiLeaks revelations and their infiltrating the media and politicians, what is your view on the WikiLeaks, Mr. Phillips?
I fully support all the fantastic work that has gone on at WikiLeaks. I think the general public have a right to know what our elected officials are getting up to, and evidently they have not been doing their jobs.
Thank you very much. And Ms. Houlihan, the same question.
I think that's outrageous. The people have certain things they don't have a right to know that the government has to keep a secret.
Thank you. And there you have it. 2 opposing views.
Lord, we have to tell her everything we know. I don't think we have much time.
Good evening. I'm Hubert Furlock, and I am the CEO of Air News. Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologise for the disruption during tonight's news, and I can assure you that we here at Air News will now return to bringing you the quality news that you have come to both know and trust. Recently, we have noticed a decrease in our viewing figures. This is unfortunately due to viewers, instead of coming to us, going to unofficial internet sources, such as blogs. Ladies and gentlemen, don't trust any old clown. Trust ours. I'm Hubert Furlock. Good night.